came home 3 days earlier than planned. I didn't tell her. I thought it would be a small, harmless surprise. The kind people talk about later, how I couldn't wait, how I missed her too much to stay away. The house looked normal from the outside, lights on, curtains half drawn, her car in the driveway. Nothing suggested I was walking into something that didn't belong to me anymore. Inside, the air felt different, too still, too arranged. My suitcase rolled softly across the tile. Paused when I heard voices in the dining room, not laughter, not casual conversation, the careful tone people use when they believe they're being professional. I stopped walking. She was standing near the table. Her boss sat at the head, jacket folded neatly beside him. Our lawyer, Mark, had papers spread in front of him, lined like he'd measured them. They all looked up at once. For a second, no one spoke. Then she smiled. Not her real one, the practiced one she used at work. "You're just in time to sign," she said. On the table was a contract. Name was already typed at the bottom. I didn't move. I took in details instead. Mark's pen resting on top of the page, the way her boss avoided my eyes, the thin line of tension around her mouth. "What is this?" I asked. "Just paperwork," she said quickly. "It's about the promotion, about relocation. It affects you too, so." She trailed off. I walked closer and read. Was an agreement tied to her new position. A clause about spousal consent, about shared property, about financial restructuring. We're rearranging our lives without me. I felt something hollow open in my chest, not explosive, not dramatic, just empty. "You were going to do this without telling me," I said quietly. She hesitated. I was going to explain. Later, after it was done, sat in the chair across from them. Mark cleared his throat. "It's standard procedure, nothing harmful." I nodded. Inside, memories rearranged themselves. The late nights, the sudden secrecy, the way she'd started locking her phone, the trips she said were optional, but always took. I'd told myself it was ambition, that I was proud of her, being proud while she was planning my consent. My hands rested on my knees. I made sure they didn't shake. "I'm listening," I said. Relief flickered across her face. Then Mark's phone rang. He glanced at the screen and frowned. "Excuse me," he said. Standing and stepping a few feet away, he answered softly. "Yes." I see. No, I wasn't aware when. His voice dropped further. Her boss straightened. She watched Mark, confused. I watched all of them. Mark's face drained of color. "Understood," he said. "I'll call you back." He ended the call and stared at the screen for a moment before looking up. "We need to pause this," he said. "Why?" her boss asked. "There's been a development," Mark replied. "Regarding the compliance review." Her boss's jaw tightened. "What kind of development?" "A formal inquiry," Mark said, "into the department's contracting practices." Her eyes widened slightly. "What does that have to do with this?" she asked. Didn't answer immediately. Then, this agreement could be interpreted as asset shielding. No one breathed. I understood. They weren't just promoting her, they were protecting themselves, moving money. Repositioning liability. Using my signature as cover. She turned to me slowly. "I didn't know," she said. Maybe she believed that. Maybe she didn't. It didn't matter. Mark began gathering the papers. "Until this is resolved, nothing gets signed." Her boss stood. "We'll discuss this privately." He looked at me, finally. "I'm sorry for the confusion." They left the room. The door closed. It was just us. She sat down heavily. "Swear," she said. "I didn't know about any investigation." I studied her face. She wasn't lying about that. She had been lying about everything else. "I came home early because I missed you," I said. Her eyes filled. Thought we were building something together. She reached for my hand. I didn't pull away. I didn't squeeze back either. I needed this job, she whispered. I was scared you'd hold me back. I almost laughed. Instead, I nodded. I would have supported you, I said, if you'd let me be part of it. She cried quietly. No screaming, no drama, just grief leaking out. Over the next weeks, things unraveled. The inquiry widened. Her boss was suspended. Mark stopped returning her calls. The promotion vanished. We went to counseling. We tried to talk, but something had shifted. Had seen how easily she'd edited me out of my own life. I couldn't unsee it. We separated 6 months later. No lawyers, no fights, just paperwork and silence. Sometimes people ask why I didn't get angry, why I didn't confront them, why I didn't win. I did win, just not loudly. I kept my name clean. I kept my autonomy. I learned that staying calm doesn't mean being weak. Means choosing when to let systems speak for you. I didn't come home to ruin anything. I came home to see the truth. And once I saw it, need to shout.